Oh, yes. All right. Doran wants this. He's been excellent on Rek'Sai throughout the playoffs. No Lucian now for Pays. No Varus, no Rel. So we have swapped sides. Now we're still going to ban Maokai here, interestingly. So Pays, is he going to take this Zeri? Is this now the first pick ADC in this meta? All right, with Varus and Kalista out. Sejuani? Azir. All right, we're taking the Azir early this time. So we're not pinching Peanut's champion pool. Is he just going to take the Sejuani here? No, he's going to take the Vi that isn't banned. Yep. All right. So jungle pool is going to be pinched here. So we see the Jinx, so they take away the Thresh. We saw Jinx Thresh in the T1 game. Classic combination to help with the low mobility of Jinx to get her out with Lantern. Alistar also removed for Delight. I think that seems smart. The real threat was the fucking Rek'Sai plus Alistar initiations in game number 1. Okay, jungle pool getting pinched. We're just going to take the Rumble here. Could be... All right, it's going to be Rumble top lane, a blind Rumble top lane for Keen. Not even attempting to flex this, unless it's Rumble or jungle or Nautilus jungle. You never know. It's Canyon. So one of the things is Rumble jungle has actually been very high win rate in solo queue on this patch. So it's not outrageous that this could be Rumble jungle.
Yeah, the combo that defeated GenG a number of times.
And especially because it's Canyon.
Why not? I think...
Oh, why blind Rex I picked? I'm dumb, guys. I'm tired. Holy moly, it's not blind. You're right. All right, so they're going to take Tahm Kench with the Jinx. Pretty low priority in the bot side. Makes sense they banned the Lee Sin because you don't want the Tahm Kench Devour target getting kicked into your team.
I'm not sure what GenG can do here to kind of...
And it will just be Jack's jungle for Canyon. Much more meta pick in Asian regions right now.
In very specific circumstances is good. I think it's good in his Xin Zhao. Like, you could bully out Xin Zhao early. The counter-strike is very...
Zeka needs to learn how to Aurelion Soul. Well, my friend, given how long it took him to learn Azir, sort of, we can look forward to Zeka playing Aurelion Soul in 2027. His rate of champion acquisition is fucking terrible.
On the side of GenG, you know, I think that bot side picks, I think Azir, Zeri, Nord is fine, but I think the Rumble, I'm not sure it's going to be a good match into the Rek'Sai, and the Jax I just think doesn't fit, so I think Hanwha Esports come out with an edge in the draft, but we've seen time and time again that draft isn't everything.
Yeah, that is very true, but sometimes draft can lean the game in a certain direction, and especially if the gap is wide enough, it can have a big impact. I would say that
F1 is starting soon, so after that, have fun.
Esports are in a really good spot with this one, and especially like the light on Tahm Kench as well. I think he's a fantastic Tahm Kench, and his Devours have been game-changing, and it's not engage all the time, but I think he's going to do a great job on that pick.
I think especially we saw game 1, the dive buddies of Zeka and Doran both coming in together.
Yeah, it's because of his playstyle, or does he just not want to learn champs unless his coaches lock him in a room? I think he's just bad at learning champions. GenG fighting.
Game number 3.
I mean, he can barely play Azir after this many years. Kind of crazy. At least he finally got sort of good on Talia.
If we go all the way to game 5, but
especially as, I mean, we've kind of stabilized now. But if Hanwha Esports, you know, we're favoring the draft on blue side, they end up winning this, then GenG's on blue side, you know. So
yeah,
it could, if we end up just seeing the advantages going over the blue side, end up that way. But to be honest.
All right, it's going to be Grasp Azir again. This, again, makes sense. They have the hyper carries. You definitely want to... I think you definitely prioritize Grasp Azir, especially because you have Rumble, Jax, Zeri. So this Azir needs to actually be a form of engage, right? Heavy engage, though, from GenG, because you have Rumble ult, you have Azir ult, you have Counter-Strike from Jax, you have Nautilus ult. So very good engage. And good ability here to get resets, right? Because Viper wants to get the resets in order to run over everybody. So you have the Jinx ult, and then you have, crucially, Ahri and Vi to get some single target damage down. Doran can continue the CC train. If Vi goes in with R, then you can E in with Rek'Sai, get the Unburrow, continue the CC train. The Vi Ahri combination, really powerful in terms of mid lane 2v2.
Kind of expecting this just to be a farm lane.
Basically, like, guaranteed charm after Vi ultimate.
Just trying to get as much value as possible. I think the thing is, you know,
So strong skirmishing, I think, for Hanwha.
Since they buffed Doran's Blade, it feels like in so many situations, AD carries have been going it. So you really know they're out to farm, they're out just to scale up when they're both going cull in the situation.
Yeah, we got Grasp once again here, by the way, for Chovy. Did play this in game number 1 into the Akali. This time it's into a higher range champ, obviously the Ahri. Not super high range or anything, but
yeah, I think we saw the full Bruiser build.
So no early Vi disruption.
That again here, simply because it's a very different dynamic. You know, that game 1 was into 4 melee champions and Zeri. You were kind of just stuck in the mixer against them. This is a very different game here. And Tom Kent's been looking very good, with a caveat. A lot of the time it's been paired with Senna.
Yes, it's mostly paired with Senna when it's farming.
Paired with Jinx is one of his strongest pairings.
So this is like an OG 2 years ago pairing, Jinx Tom Kench. Historically very good.
After the crit changes, her like solo queue win rate flew up like over 2%. Like, it really made a massive difference to her. I think she's the AD carry who probably benefited the most from them. So
yeah,
kind of been a bit of a sleeper pick. We've seen it banned occasionally. We have seen it pop up here and there, but not too common so far in the playoffs.
It's definitely a very strong pick. I think that Jinx is, you know, we have seen the Aphelios here and there, but certainly the Jinx feels even better with some of the changes that we have seen to the itemization. And as the players have expected, this bottom lane has been mostly just a farm lane for now, although Pays has fallen a little bit behind on the
So Cole starts on for both 80 carries. It's going to be super. I don't even know why we're looking at this. It's actually incredibly boring in the bot side. Yeah, so let's look at top side. Wave crashing here. No attempt at a dive. Nobody cares. Just full clearing.
I feel like that level set like 8-9, the passive scales up quite quickly.
Yeah.
And also, once you get some defensive itemization, that's when you really become immortal. But for now, Bean has pressure and does have that ignite in pocket.
Peanut actually had smite for that crab, so he doesn't have to stay in river for that long, which could be a dangerous scenario given the rumble and his Azir pressure.
Oh, he must have popped his health potion.
Azir has no mana though, so it's kind of whatever.
It fills your whole health bar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Zeka, pretty few play there. Peanut's just going for double scuttle. He's not actually.
He's there to just give Chovy grass procs as he walks through mid lane. Just a free grass proc for you, Chovy. No big deal.
And yeah, that's the question. I mean, like the Rumble, it is pretty high value. It does have a decent lane into the right side.
I'm excited for Zeka's Orianna arc. Dude, it's people love to suck Zeka off for some reason, but it's really outrageous how crap his champion pool is for a world champion mid laner.
I think he's gonna go.
Like, if it wasn't for Crown, he might be the worst world champion mid laner of all time. I mean, Doanbe's pretty shit, too. Because you have to remember that Doanbe only actually got good at League of Legends after he won Worlds.
He's going for the kill. Flash on in, and Kane is in a lot of trouble. He is going to flash away, and now it's Doran.
Oh, he's cooking that Rek'Sai. Oh, the outplays. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, we love Keen. Keenosaur's feasting. Goes in for the trade on the overheat. He gets the HP back, and he's like, I can go into this 6 caster minion wave. He flash unburrows. Flash out. Turn. Second. That's the second Electro Harpoon. Then he gets barbecued. And then Scrap Shield. Scrap Shield. Oh, it doesn't quite overheat him. Doesn't matter.
Should have this.
Yeah, I mean, there's no flash. So just flash on in, and there it is. 3 hits.
Yeah.
And down he just go.
Total gold ends up going in favor of Hanwha Esports just because they got the assist, but a big boost to Keen's power and a misread from Doran. You know, the whole point of the Rek'Sai is attrition. You Hanwha Esports just because they got the assist, but a...
So just
Doran's been very good at the Rek'Sai, though, so it's a bit surprising he makes this mistake.
I think you kind of need like Leandri's Oblivion Orb.
He's going for the kill. Flash on in, and Keen is in a lot of trouble. You get the Leandri's, it's not really going to matter.
Doran could have won that with better execution. He needed the Q on the minions to fill Rage Bar and get the enhanced E off. Yeah, he would have won if he had the fully buffed E. But he didn't get the max HP damage that you get off the E. Was his Prey Seeker up, though? Okay, his Prey Seeker is up. Yeah, if he uses Q on the minions, you're right. Q doesn't give that much fury, though.
I think even when you do get the Leandri's, it's not really going to matter because the sustain is too high.
I think you kind of need like Leandri's Oblivion.
Let's see how close he gets here.
He's going for the kill. Flash on in.
Yeah, he doesn't use his Prey Seeker. I don't know if he actually gets the Empower off of that Q or not. Maybe.
Peanut is here.
Should have this.
Yeah, I mean, there's no flash, so just flash on in, and there it is. 3 hits.
Yeah.
And down he just go.
Total gold ends up going in favor of Hanwha Esports just because they got the assist, but a big boost to
Doran dying in lane. How unusual for Doran.
You know, the whole point
What a
of the
surprise.
attrition. You win the trade by
That isn't like him at all.
You went to a rumble with Ignite. I was just talking about how the Andrew's Oblivion Orb would be really strong. The constant burn applying the Grievous Wounds. Well, in that situation, he had the Grievous Wounds available, and you kind of fed it to him.
Yeah, it was an overreach, you could say, from the side of Doran, and Keen immediately does turn that one around. This one is smited. Cannon going to pick up just the one bub. Bot lane, funnily enough, you know, sometimes we highlight this. There's generally a decent amount of action, a lot of fighting down in the bottom lane. Not really the case for Zeri versus Jinx at the moment.
Yeah, really just that's not farm fest. And now Keen has ultimate, and this is the thing is, you know, we have occasionally seen this. For the most part, Rek'Sai just kind of neutralizes everything. But if you fall far enough behind that you can't even reach the minions, then you're not going to be able to heal. And Keen is just kind of trying to zone Doran out here as much as possible.
Level 6 available. I mean, Zach with this
Joey just like procking grasp off cooldown.
The extra adaptive power, maybe looking for something. Jonas Strong certainly expected it, but not going to pull the trigger on that one. Meanwhile,
Oh my god.
Hook does come in onto Viper.
Hook is a very balanced ability.
Both the hook and the W from Pays seem to just ignore minions a little bit there. Yeah, a lot of people probably be questioning.
I watched yesterday's LEC games. I have not. They were on while I was asleep. We'll see if I even bother watching them, guys. Frankly, they seem shit, and I'll just probably watch the next round of games. I'll definitely be reviewing G2 versus BDS tomorrow on the stream, though, as well as probably BLG and IP. Be a long-ass stream tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, he goes for the trade. Again, Keen trades a lot back because he's overheated. Doran heals up. He could just hit the minions and heal up again. But he decides to opt into it. Disrespects the scrap shield and the flash from Keen. And it's Nimbus.
He also thinks Peanut's coming, to be fair.
Catching him. And then Peanut's there for the cleanup. The thing is, this is going to be crazy for me to say. You could have just waited for Peanut to get there. You know, like...
Imagine that. Imagine.
My jungler is coming.
We'll see if I even watch those LEC games, guys. Those games look like shit. Hearing that Fnatic went 3 nights vow from you guys doesn't make me want to watch them. I'll say that.
It's okay. I mean,
And the next round of playoffs is much more important than that round.
So I think that's the biggest thing at the end of the day.
If I do watch them, I won't watch them on stream. I'll watch them by myself because I can go faster.
Now we have a knock up here on a cannon who will just flash away respectfully. Not looking to stick around too long on that.
Yeah, right call. If the follow-up came in between the Viol and the Chompers, you were just dead. Once the cannon strikes down, they were just going to kill you. And yeah, I mean, this top lane matchup's been going really good. Mid, we've seen Zeka constantly threatening and looking for charms on a Chovy. The problem is every time you walk...
Probably be a G2 3-0 against BDS, though. BDS played shamefully badly against Vitality and just won because of Vitality throws, so... Not exactly super high on BDS. Delight 6, they can't actually fight that with Lens at 5.
The gobble thrown back in, but Lehens is able to disengage.
Going in again is Doran. This is fine if you just back up and then rejuvenate and, you know, regenerate some health. Because at the end of the day, like, Keen can't do that. So.
Yeah, I mean, even, like, I was like, is that the timing you want to trade? Like, he was overheated. He had, like, the full blast flame spitter, and he was whacking him with empowered autos. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter at all.
It's still... the Rek'Sai can heal through anything.
You see, what we failed to realize is Doran is actually full build. He has Doran Shield, Ruby Crystal, Null Magic. And that is the only items he needs to become immortal. Speaking of immortal, oh yeah, you can just tunnel away.
Yeah.
This champion's a little bit ridiculous.
He does get nerfed on 14-7. Some of that Fury
Not...
minions and stuff.
He doesn't get nerfed that much though. Rek'Sai She rather. She doesn't get nerfed that much. Her max healing gets nerfed by 2% at early levels. But I'm not sure it's actually going to be enough to take her out of the top lane.
Continue to be relevant throughout. Oh, they got very dead.
Everybody unlucky.
Unlucky for them.
They're really just having a party in the top side.
Going to continue to be relevant throughout. Oh, they got very dead.
Everybody is here, and Keen's just going to equalize on the wave. He knows he's dead. Kill will go over to Peanut. And
going to continue to be relevant throughout. Oh, they
Pays back at the same time, so I guess we're just conceding. We're just conceding possibly 5 grubs. That's pretty good play by Hanwha.
Really kill all the minions.
Yeah, the equalizer not doing that much. I think part of it is because he went the early Sorks. So Sorks obviously the magic pen, great against champions, but didn't have the AP ready to finish off the wave. And yeah, kind of surprised that Peanut ended up being the one to take the kill, but I guess it is a tank Rek'Sai top who just doesn't really care, so they give it over to him.
Give it to the Tom.
Void grubs. True, actually. We've always talked about Senna giving these supports gold.
Yeah.
You know.
What if they just farmed instead? Who needs 80 carries?
What if they just funnel kills on Delight? It'd be like having the powered Tom with Senna. It makes so much sense.
All right, finally Hanwha's actually going to get the Voidlings
I guess the vibe will just
buff
pick up kills, get
as opposed to GenG.
and well, we'll see if he
Sunder some skies.
yeah, let's go for that. Viper is fine. Doran is taking everything, and this time with the ignite is actually struggling and gets flashed on. Ults in and now
Oh my god. Doran actually dodged it because he goes immune.
everything, and this time with the ignite is actually struggling and gets flashed.
It's crazy because Ignite must have fallen off because you can die during Ignite. You're untargetable, but you can still take dots. So the Ignite falls off, and so it doesn't kill him. That's fucking crazy. Literally one more tick of Ignite would have killed him. Poor Keen. It was a good all-in.
Well, we'll see if he
Sunder some skies.
yeah, let's go for that. Viper is fine. Doran is taking everything, and this
Yeah, because Ignite's already ticking right here.
actually struggling.
And so he flashes forward, but you can see the Ignite, the Grievous Wounds is still down on him. Because he doesn't have Oblivion Orb, so that's literally right there. It's still on him right here. This was the last tick of Ignite, guys, in the Flame Spitter. Oh my god. That's so wild.
You know,
I feel bad for Keen.
The upper limits of immortality. We came close to Rek'Sai dying, but he simply refused. You know, that was down to the wire, especially with a champion like Rumble, especially with Ignite being on him. You know, things that tick so frequently. It wouldn't have taken much more for Doran to die there. But Peanut, I feel like he just has a sixth sense for when Doran's doing something silly. He's like, you know, he's just clearing a jungle camp, but it dawns on him. I need to be top in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen. My top laner is in danger.
Telepathic message comes in, and he's like, "Oh crap, I gotta be top again."
Yeah,
And-
Doran's like, Peanut, I am going to die in 30 seconds. You can either be there or you cannot.
Yeah, I mean, he benefits, right? Peanut will be happy at least. 3 kills already, Sunder Sky finish.
Yeah. It's just such a funny passage.
Why are we watching this replay of Peanut just getting gangbanged?
As a result of this,
Or Keen getting gangbanged? I mean,
yeah, we can even see Peanut pretty close by, so they wanted to set up for this. But he's just kind of hanging around, waiting for the commit.
Yeah.
He really waits a long time. It's like,
Oh
he's
my
right under the
God.
tower.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. That was sick, he said. Yeah.
Watching his HP till 8
It's a long
HP.
time. It's like, no, he needs to be right under the tower.
Oh, brutal.
Oh, man. That was sick, he says. I couldn't get him.
He looks
He
so
says-
upset. I would be in that.
I mean, it looked like his Flame Spitter also was like hit to the side, right? Because he had to like spin around, but he got hit by the vine in the side, so he couldn't turn it around to hit the Rek'Sai. I mean, Doran probably had about 20 to 50 health there, if even that.
Yeah.
So would have been enough, but not quite.
I can get back here because Danny Ricciardo binned at lap 1. Nice.
What can you do?
We also spent.
Who's he driving for these days?
Pre-show and early time. It was 8 HP, by the way, guys.
He's one weird-looking guy, Ricardo. His neck is like the same width as his head.
It was a great scrying.
He looks weird.
There. I feel like this brush is just so broken.
You know what I mean?
Camping it, and then just when
He looks like the Muppet
they just
Beaker.
die. And I feel like if that happens, the game is just over. You miss so much in terms of plates, in terms of CS. So a good read to prevent that pays obviously just.
What does the Zaddy tag
Well,
mean? Come on.
this is
Oh, he's on Toro Rosso now. Okay.
If the Rek'Sai just stands in front of
It's
the
not about having thick necks. He has a very thin skull.
Yeah, I feel like Doran's like.
I know they have thick necks from the G's, guys.
And then like the end of a flame spitter, he's like, I'm good. I'm fine.
It's like kind of okay. This dragon looks to be going the way. Canyon gonna hop over the wall though, and it does go to Canyon. Just slaps that one down with his W, but now this fight goes.
Oh my God, the charm on Pays is huge.
Looks to be going the way.
Remember, Rumble has no teleporter Reno, so Keen is actually just trying to ult him.
I'm good.
If you guys watch this, so they're going, I mean, GenG's been late to a lot of Drakes in this series.
Looks to be going the way.
So Chovy actually buys Leandries and is coming into this fight. We get an attempt as a steal here from Canyon. He goes in, it's at 1,000. He actually does steal it, which is pretty bonkers. He does steal it.
Although, and it does go to Canyon. Just slaps that one down.
But Zeka comes over. Look at that charm. Beautiful. Zeka's Ahri is so good. He actually repositions himself to get better damage on the true damage on the Q pullback too. They don't even get a kill though. Because they get okay, so they do get a charm onto Jax. But we saw Pays actually flash at the end there to give Jax a target to leap strike out on. So they steal it and they get top turret and they lose one kill. It's actually a big win for GenG.
As soon as Zeka starts getting kills, the chase down potential is there. The setup was good. The dragon's taken by GenG, but the fight so heavily in favor of Hanwha Esports. They get a top lane tower as a consolation prize, but I know for a fact that Hanwha Esports still very happy with how that one played out.
Yeah. Also, the fact that the plates were just not
His,
really there. I mean,
his skull is kind of way too long. I agree. It is. He's not a normal looking man.
A good sixth sense on these things, honestly. It's so scary though in this situation, and now you've got this fed Jinx in a game that already feels rough. Like the Vi is fed, the Ahri's already get big value.
Look at this. Look at this. Look, why is his head like this? It's literally just it's like a rectangle with his neck. He looks fucking weird. Look at this. I like him as a person, though. He's quite charismatic. Just saying he looks strange.
This positioning from Zeka, you know, the vision setup.
Gumby. Yes, he looks like Gumby. That is accurate. He looks like Gumby.
Steal the dragon. Then Zeka comes in, immediate charm on a Pays there, who doesn't have cleanse, remember, so it does end up sticking. You can see Zeka waiting for the reset onto the Nautilus to chase down here, and then so confident with the flash. He knows Canyon burn it.
That's my Daniel Ricciardo telestration.
pretty straightforward from there. The chase potential is huge, and if you ever get the Jinx excited, you get the Ahri with some resets on that Essence. It just gets very overwhelming if you're not able to fight it.
But I would have a beer with Daniel Ricciardo. He seems like a lot of fun.
One kill, the reset potential is insane. But this is Ahri Jinx, you know, and you have Rek'Sai Vi, who are fantastic at killing single targets, and then you have Ahri Jinx getting resets.
And if anything goes wrong, Tahm Kench.
Yeah.
Also great follow-up engage.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I said in the draft, but I feel like this composition on Life Esports works so well.
Would I drink out of a shoe with Mr. Ricardo? I would.
And also the fact that Paige doesn't have cleanse, and you're with a Nautilus who isn't gonna rush Mikhail's first item. If you get ulted by Vi, a Charm is following, maybe even the Chompers. Like, what is the counterplay?
Just
Who I think will win between DK and T1? Ooh, I don't know. I hope it's DK, dude. For my own amusement.
To the fountain faster than she can close the distance.
There you go. There you go. I feel like games like this are ones where AD carries really miss stopwatch being a thing.
Oh, with a healthy early lead here. However, Peanut absolutely running this game right now.
The goal that it was.
Man, it would have been so different if Keen had gotten like a couple kills early. He was robbed. Delight's just killing them both. Zeka, sick charm. Helps keep Peanut alive. It's good, though. They didn't give the shutdown over on the Vi. But having all that gold on Vi is fucking useless, guys. Vi does nothing with money. She does nothing. She's actually like the worst. She's like the worst champion to have money on in the jungle.
And a pretty quick reminder why you can't disrespect the Zeri. We saw that in game 1. And we kind of saw it again here. A lot of focus there went on to the Nautilus. And it was clear Life Esports thought it'd just be a free kill.
Chovy does not have vision of this, and he's going to get
no
flash here for Chovy himself.
Nice flash interrupt from Doran. Oh, is he still going to get out? No, he's not. No, he's not. All right, Doran just too tanky. Can Infinity tank the turret?
Yeah, really well played there by Doran, interrupting the dash, stopping him from getting away easily. A little bit of a misplay from Zeka getting caught by the...
Delight had a bad series. Dude, Delight was fucking awesome in game number 1.
Just so good for chasing down targets with
I don't know if I buy that. I'm not sure I'm buying your Delight had a bad series.
But once again, Life Esports pushing the pace forward of this game. And it is a mountain
We'll see how I feel at the end of it, though.
Impactful one in this game. Life Esports will look to get. Here's a replay of that.
I mean, they're trying to use their grab advantage. Vi goes in onto the Nautilus. Questionable. Questionable. Why are we going into onto Nautilus, guys? You know, they didn't respect the fact that Keen could be there. Gets a super good equalizer in. I mean, it's overplayed by Peanut and Delight. Peanut does overplay on engages, though. That's one of his faults as a player.
Yeah, just really nice interrupt there.
Nice sidestep on the charm by Chovy. That was really good.
He has to go very far left in order to do that, which kind of...
Doran uses ult.
The play. So.
Yeah,
And he just zones him out.
Where sometimes, like, you sidestep to try and dodge something, and sure, like, it can work, you can dodge it, but then you just end up being further and further.
Yeah, Vi just sucks. You know, the value that you get out of Vi's with gold is virtually zero.
Pick up from Life Esports, and now Zeka picking up a second item here. Has the Horizon focus. We'll also have 2 items for the Jinx as well.
Interesting. Look, you can really tell what they're trying to do. I really like that Chovy goes grasp in this game, like I said earlier, because it protects all their carries, and he has to go in. And so he actually buys Arm Guard second, which is super unusual, but he needs it because he's actually one of the primary forms of engage of this team, and he has to run interference for his carry line. Keen is playing this Rumble so well. Oh my god, Chovy. He catches the Jinx. He's going to use Arm Guard. There it is. Nobody expects him to have the Arm Guard. Oh my god. Hero play by Chovy. They don't expect this re-engage, guys. Viper is just dealing damage to Canyons in Counter-Strike, so he dodges it. And they're controlling the choke point here. They're kiting back into the choke. Pays actually ults nobody, but it's whatever. Unlucky. Looks like Pays doesn't actually ult anybody. And look at Chovy here. He's got this clogged with the Sand Soldiers. Viper's already used Ghost. And then he comes around and Viper tries to flash it. So he didn't flash it in game number 1. This time he tries to flash it, but Chovy still catches him. Straight into Keen and Pays. Pays flashes around. Helps pick up the kill. And they try and get in the back line, but Chovy went second item arm guard. And then he flashes forward to try and finish off Zeka. Doesn't quite get it. That's so bonkers. Surely Pays will not wall ride here. Okay, no. Dude, but actually underrated that he went grasp into second item arm guard, I think. That was an extremely good choice by Chovy.
It feels like every game, every fight, he has to be the most impactful member to give GenG some hope. And here it's the exact same. In this TP being ignored, it was a little bit goofy to start off. It looked like a little bit of a dangerous one. But he manages to navigate it. And it feels like the fight should go in favor upon life, right? Equalizer down.
Peanut and Delight getting caught out in the front again. Who does Peanut ult?
They managed to get this reset thanks to Duran, so reset potential you going in. And it looks like, you know, Jinx is re-hitting. It should be fine, but this great angle catches.
Oh, he catches Chovy, but Chovy still has, he just doesn't care. They dump everything into him, but they can't finish him off because he has second item arm guard. Dude, nobody expected him to go arm guard second in this game, I guarantee you.
No devour is what he said. And let's see. Ult in 5 seconds. Hit the front line. No flash, no flash. I have flash.
I like how they just say napul. So, because flash in Korean is like pulashi, so they just say pu because it's too hard to say. So they say na I, napul. I have flash basically. Is that not a Kleos to Chovy moment? You are absolutely right. I'm dropping the ball. Kleos to Chovy. Oh, glory to Chovy. Thank you for reminding me.
Pretty much. Managing to make the big plays there. And it's still a game in favor of Home Life, but that dragon being secured.
Beautiful, beautiful re-engage from GenG. Very nice kiting into the choke point.
Well now, 2-0-1 on the Zeri.
Oh, a play to be made here maybe as we're going deep into that back line. Once again, the 4-man into 4-man knockup. You've got to be kidding me.
On the Zeri.
Okay, so let's take a look. Peanut sees an angle. Azir turret here. Flank coming in. Zeka already using a charge of his ult. He actually gets into the back line right there onto Zeri. And then again, Doran, man, he gets his E in. So he gets his tunnel in right here. And then they get an absolutely huge knockup. And I think Tom Kench is in here too somewhere. Tom Kench is there. So the Abyssal Voyages. They get the Abyssal Voyage in there as well. Oh, no, they don't. Oh, yes, they do. Huge. Huge plays. Oh, dude, Delight and Doran's and Peanut's engages are fucking beautiful. All right, now let's do some Baron.
Just such a beautiful engage. I feel like Hanwha Esports playing as a unit, the engages they find.
Dude, their team fighting has been absolutely bonkers, Hanwha, last few weeks. It's been so good to watch.
It looked like Peanut was deciding whether or not he wanted to go in, but I feel like he was just looking for the line.
Keen saved this play for GenG. I mean, he gets a good equalizer, and he actually gets Peanut on the flank here, playing into the choke point. Keen's Rumble team fighting has been very good so far. You wild for that? I don't know what you mean. Your first message is you wild for that? You up?
And once again, it looked like he was a little bit hesitant. It looked like Peanut was deciding whether or not he wanted to go in, but I feel like he was just looking for the right timing. He finds a beautiful angle. And this is kind of going back to the issue with playing Zeri into the...
Keen killed Peanuts and no smite for Baron. True. Yeah, yeah. Huge Jinx rocket in there too.
The bounce
Dude, it's so good. Chovy.
you could put that in a textbook, honestly. That is an engaging
Yeah, Peanut does go a little bit too far here. He needs to actually stay alive after that play. He already did his job. He shouldn't be like pursuing that too much. But that's why it's kind of useless just to have gold onto Vi, because like, what does having gold onto Vi do there? Nothing. She dies regardless. If you go back in, and if you don't go back in, you have no gold value. I think HLE will reach the finals. To me, they seem much more exciting than T1. I agree.
And an IE, so that's becoming a problem. That's becoming a big problem.
He is, you know, last fight around, he had to flash, didn't get over the Azir wall and kind of went down, but imagine now some of those excited shots going off first. Like, Toby might do that and his team might be dead because the Jinx killed everybody. It is quite strong.
Yeah, and I think
especially if you're this fed.
no one feels that tanky on the side of GenG, right? Like, Doran obviously feels basically immortal, but
Chovy really needs to get his Zonias though. That's the issue. He really needs to farm up to his Zonias. He has the needlessly large rod, so he's close.
probably just dead. If they're not
But that's going to be very critical, I think, to the next team fight that they have.
It's so hard to get away, so hard to evade the situation.
The cleaver softens targets for Rek'Sai and Jinx. Not this Rek'Sai, dude. It's not softening anything for a Hollow Radiance. What? Dead Man's Plate next? Randuin's Rek'Sai? Isn't that softening anything?
You would imagine, especially after
Oh, man. Did we lose the stream again? All right. We'll wait for it to come back. It'll come back in just a second. There it goes. Nope, not yet. It'll come back. Just give it a sec. All right, back into it.
console.
And now they're actually in a gold lead, so much taken away. I feel like GenG have kind of brought this game back from such a rough position. And I think it's just Hanwha Esports being caught off guard. In that last play, Zeka was top. You know,
I'm fucking loving this from Chovy. This is so fun to watch.
Just expected GenG to shove a couple of waves in and then back away, but
Yeah.
they were definitely ready for the fight.
Got caught in their own jungle, and then Chovy found the angle and went under the turret. Had the backing of his whole team. As we'll take a look at this once again.
Yeah, I mean, Delight just overstepping here, trying to play defensive. Peanut, like, you can look at Peanut, he's in bot lane, he's not there. And as I said, like, Delight gobbles Viper, but he gets shoved in. And he obviously has no way of stopping that. Doran survives for a long time, he's so tanky. But they aren't really able to do anything in return on the back of this. And Zeka only ends up burning the ult to the end to get away. Just crazy, a game that really I felt like was so in favor of Hanwha Esports. It's kind of turned around, and the bulkiness of this Rumble, of this Azir, I think is giving Viper problems. He really needs LDR.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I thought that Keen was going for
Zeka's gone Banshee.
arm guard, but no, he's not.
Don't really have a lot of damage.
He has a Warden's Mail and a Giant's Belt.
But
He's getting
suppose you'll get it
cheeky.
eventually. The
He's
game
getting
is not
cheeky with his
close, and
build.
both is exactly even. But for the time being, GenG seem to be very much handling these fights.
Yeah, and I mean, you have the enemy team carries going tanky, and they have double mountain. It feels really bad.
Unless Chovy just stands on top first, but the turnaround very much handling these fights.
Yeah, and I mean, you have the enemy team carries going.
It was merely a bait, guys. It was merely a bait. He was moving his sand soldiers. He intended to get hit by the chompers. He knows he won't die. Equalizer goes down.
Jordan's in a lot of trouble. He's going to be burned down as nobody on the side of Hanwha Esports could follow up.
It was merely a clever bait. Merely a ruse.
Kind of seeing what can happen if the Rek'Sai does end up falling behind a bit. He's just getting shredded. Not able to buy enough time with the ult. Not able to get off.
Yeah, Keen's Rumble ults have been amazing.
Well, at least he has the bans to use, I guess, and now just going to ult into the...
Oh my god. All right, so he burned Viper's flash there. He has Zhonya's. Flashes out into the brush. He's seen because there's a pink ward in there. But now Viper is just dead. Is he TPing? Is he TPing? Amazing. Dude, GenG's team fighting around Viper's some spell cooldowns has been fantastic. Oof, sexy.
They're gonna have to try and stop the game from ending here and now.
Zeka, I think he needs his ult to actually... Oh, he's gonna get the smite down. Will Peanut another turn, and then four-man knockup comes in, gives them a chance to pull this game back. You've got to be kidding me once again. Another charm is gonna come in and hit base, and they clean...
All right. We may have pushed a little bit too far, guys. We may have delved too greedily and too deep. Zeka comes around the side, finds the charm onto Canyon. Very nice. His Veil gets popped. Doran is back. Gets a massive 4-man knockup. That's so crazy. Doran is absolutely fucking finding the knockup angles with Rek'Sai in these playoffs. He's been so good. Dude, Doran's flash knockups have been inspirational.
It's a big push to do it. It's about 30 seconds on the hands.
No, they can't. They can't end. They don't have Viper to clear the waves, and they're walking into supers. They can't end. They can get Baron though.
I'm literally here like, wow, GenG really just brought this game back and managed to. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
It was merely a bait, guys.
Like an overstep, but he's just so damn tanky.
Yeah.
The chase down comes in. They set up the Baron here.
Look at Chovy here.
Not the best decision.
Look at Chovy. He burns Viper's flash, and then later on, it allows Canyon to get the chase down. Leap strike, flash, counter strike. Viper can't do anything.
He knows there's no summoners here for Viper. Had to flash the wall, so... But then this is just, I don't know, man.
Yeah, the charm there was so fantastic. And then the 4-man knockup. You know, you're seeing the difference with Rek'Sai now with like the multi-man knockups, the value you can get. And obviously, in that previous fight, he kind of got one-shot. But if you can't just focus him down, the healing...
Hindsight, the Chovy TP instead of basing into TP made the Hanwha life ace possible. Yeah. They thought they could finish, though. I don't think it's that egregious. They just shouldn't have clustered for the fucking Rek'Sai knockup. That was dumb. And they knew Rek'Sai was spawning and Rek'Sai had flash, and to cluster for the 4-man is terrible. Like, that's really the terrible part, guys. You need to spread out, right? Like, look at this. There are literally 5 people all standing on top of each other, and then Doran just gets this for free. So dumb. Why are we doing that? Why are we just having a 5-man orgy next to the turret? Bleh.
Good read from Canyon. He knows there's no summoners here for Viper. Had to flash the wall, so... But then this is just, I don't know, man.
Yeah, the charm there was so fantastic. And then the 4-man knockup. You know, you're seeing the difference with Rek'Sai now with like the multi-man knockups, the value you can get. And obviously, in that previous fight, he kind of got one-shot, but if you can't...
Kleos to Doran.
The healing is still very significant.
Yeah.
I don't know how actually impressive that was.
Again, I mean, mid-inhibitor is nothing. They didn't get any Nexus turrets.
Yep, Viper has LDR now.
Uh-oh.
But it's Mountain Soul for GenG if they secure this dragon, and they have control of the area, so I'm not sure.
Man, 3 Mountain Drakes with their tanky builds actually surprisingly good.
This Soul, it's 30 seconds
Love me some Randuin's Rumble.
Dealing with that mid wave at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, they can just push out mid and then try to challenge, but they got to be there right when this spawns, because GenG have the damage absolutely to burst it down and get Mountain Soul, and then you've got a big problem. But here is Hanwha Esports. Banana Brush control for GenG. They have control of this area.
Okay, they get blue buff on everybody right before this fight.
As here we go, Zeka on in. Very nice hook here from Hands into the wall as Dorn goes.
Equalizer into the back line. Pays on the flank here. Goes over the wall. Look at Chovy, dude. Chovy's on top of Viper's nuts again. And Canyon is just... They're just fucking all-inning on Viper. So funny.
Zeka's actually keeping in to clear the wave. He's trying to prevent an end here. Mountain Soul goes over GenG. Absolute winners of that fight, of that passage of play. But they won't be able to end the game now. And it just feels like Hanwha...
Heads up play by Zeka to cut the mid wave afterwards. This Ahri build is 0 damage.
Interesting place to recall, but who am I to judge? Yeah, so just focus on Chovy here, and you know the initial plays start to come in. Doran's been a big.
All right, let's take a look. So Chovy just providing zone right now till Viper gets close. Then he goes in, and he baits out. He doesn't ult. He doesn't ult. He forces the devour without using ultimate. He baits it, and then he goes in. And so Chovy still has ult to scoop them into the side of the dragon, and then they're just in fucking bullet hell versus Pays. The mind games, the Chovy mind games.
He forces the devour, forces that play, zones them into the pit.
Delight running into pit was troll, yeah.
And then ends up threatening the ult, but doesn't use it. Forces the devour.
Delight, I don't know what Delight's doing here, dude. He literally carries Viper into the pit to get massacred by Keen just flashing on top of him. That was bad. I'm not sure if Delight had flash up, though, because Delight could have potentially flashed and spit him over the wall, right?
They just weren't winning that passage of play, especially when Chovy and Pays are still up, still doing the damage.
Yeah, the pump fake was insane. I mean, the fact that he forces the devour.
Looks like flash was up for Delight. Don't believe the replay UI's lies. And I'm not going to go back to the original fight. Yeah, it's never correct, basically. The replay UI.
Yes, I mean, there's still a fed Jinx, but Chovy's insane right now. He's very fed himself, and Pays is also Zeri.
They're so bulky. I mean, even Zeri has such high base stats, but like Zeri is the squishiest target on this GenG roster. And Hanwha Esports composition relies on getting resets. Hard to get any when they're so bulky.
Keen, did you guys see this? Keen sold his Sorks for steel caps. He's literally just transforming into a tank in front of our very eyes.
Composition relies on getting resets. Hard to get any when they're so bulky.
All right, gonna go for Lahens. Forces the flash. Spirit Rush utilized. And now they're on the run. It's kind of difficult to get away from this comp, though. As trying to zoom in here onto Zeka. He's gonna land a charm on a Chovy, but not committing to this play.
Completely unfazed. And it feels like GenG are just abusing tank items to victory. That is their strategy.
Fair.
And it's working. You know, this composition from Hanwha Esports has lost so much follow-through. I do think there may come a moment where if GenG make a big mistake, you can suddenly see the Jinx start to take off. But as of right now, that's just not happening. You know, we have the Randuins on the Rumble. He's not taking much damage. That 100% crit chance that the Jinx has is kind of working against you against time.
That's true. And the longer the Rumble stays alive, I mean, yeah, his damage might taper off a bit because he's not going for damage items, but...
He's going to hate this, but it's working.
It's working. It is. At least he built Leandri's, like we said, right? Yeah. You should build that item.
His Rumble build is super good in this situation.
For the Rift Maker. And
this is very smart itemization.
Good amount of
by Keen and Canyon this game.
At the moment. Still feels like anyone could win this game. I do think that GenG are kind of in the driver's seat with this Mountain Soul.
I think GenG definitely have the edge right now, but it's approaching Elder, and we all know
4,000 HP Azir. 4,000 HP Rumble.
I mean, is a Rexa still full TP?
Is it bold?
With their shields up, of
Or is
course.
it just Rek'Sai things?
Like, you know.
Just back away from it. I mean, I'm pretty sure they would have done the same if that was like Udyr or
Pretty tragic that there's no Serpent's Fang this game.
significantly tanky.
I think, yeah, I mean, probably.
Feel like that's kind of a necessity now. On Peanut or Viper.
A little bit of quiet point, you know. I think we can kind of take stock of the summoners. Pays doesn't have flash for a little bit longer, and Lehens is without his. Not sure because of the Hex Flash how long it is to go. A lot of summoners available to Hanwha Esports.
How is Jinx supposed to kill him when they have Mountain Soul? She's not. And Canyon will be build Randuin's too now. So Canyon will be a Jax who can dodge her attacks and then also takes 30% less critical damage.
I don't think GenG are gonna just give the Baron over either, as yes, a lot of
TP coming in from Chovy.
out in the GenG jungle, as we can see. But GenG just gonna push out mid and say, okay, we'll use this prio in mid to just push and get some vision. And somebody's got a face check. Probably the guy with the counter strike.
Yeah.
And it just pushes forward. And they have an Azir turret.
Yeah, the thing is they have the Azir tower so they can actually just make a play into the Baron.
GenG get control of Banana Brush. Oh, Zeka.
Yeah, spots him, and now an equalizer right on top of him, but he just stashes away. Pretty low, though, is the Ahri.
Ahri's half HP.
And Team's ult is going to be longer cooldown on this one. Chovy getting poked out.
Just go mid. Just go mid.
And a rocket to the face. That was nearly another one.
Ahri has TP, or he can come back after recall.
I think Hanwha Esports benefit from stalling this out, getting some poke in, and getting Ahri's cooldown back available. It's not going to take long. They're actually moving towards the top lane tower here, while Zeka covers mid, and Doran just kind of plays interrupt. They can't really
going top
past him. Yeah, they're going for the top lane tower.
They're zoned away. GenG, I think they might lose their inhibitor here.
The thing is, this seems good, but Elder's up in 40 seconds. It's like you're forcing GenG back.
Well, yeah, you're gonna force them back. You're gonna force.
Yeah. The thing is that you have to win the game now if you're Hanwha, because otherwise you've just kind of forced them back for no real reason, and you're gonna be chunked out, and then you're not gonna be able to make it to the Elder in time.
Now look at him trying to just hobble his way out of here, and the equalizer gonna slow him down even more. The light though is on the Tom Kench as flash forward here from Keen, trying to just get that damage in, and now Doran, he gets a knockout, but there's no follow-up here. Ults in.
Oh, they're actually just gonna lose the game for this. Oh my God, Chovy.
And now he has to go into his zone, and now Peanut over the wall. He's not gonna get over the wall. Not gonna get over the wall. Maybe a good thing actually. See,
Yeah, long wall there. You can tell they want to fight, but like Baron's up, Elder's up. You have to make something happen.
a charm and a chance. And
Flash.
Canyon gets in.
Canyon's flash Counter-Strike flashes have been so good.
Just the end of the game, as now
He was so good against D+ too with the Jax.
and a chance maybe to push the top wave as Pays will go up here.
Such a scrappy game. You know,
But
after
you,
the
the thing is, guys, even if they get out kind of scot-free, they're going to be chunked, and then you lose all prio. Like, you can take this, but they can clear super minions at 42 minutes into the game super easily. So basically, like, you have to back off, you have to recall, you know, you don't have TPs, and they're just going to be able to run straight to Elder in that case. So I think actually just going top there at all is a mistake, even if you don't die.
this one,
But now they just lose the
not
game.
only is it a
But they probably would have lost the game anyway.
for GenG, but such a tilt.
Game here as game 3 in the series and take the lead 2-1.
Great game, though. Fun to watch. All right, final.